Hi to my regular viewers, welcome back. To all my new viewers, welcome. Until I can get into it, I can be a pretty terrible studier, especially when I've gone over the material a couple hundred times already. So I tend to get distracted pretty easily, and that doesn't really work so well with my chronic need to multitask. Really, you should have seen me in the days leading up to my anatomy exam, which was on Wednesday. So I'd be sitting at my desk, my notes open in front of me, my computer on, listening to music, drawing pictures, eating snacks, and stalking people on Facebook. My dear mates would come into my room and they verbally express their wonder at how the heck I possibly expect to pass my exam when I'm studying this way. So my roommate got engaged this week. When I found out, I was like, yay! I get to go to my first truly Israeli engagement party and Shabbat Kala and wedding and everything in between. But then one of my friends asked me what's going to happen when your roommate moves out. I'm like, oh right, getting married, not going to live here anymore. So at first I was like, okay, wouldn't it be awesome if they don't find someone to take over my room? And yes, I'll have that second cupboard and I could actually buy things, because the only reason I don't buy things is because I have nowhere to keep anything. Then I'll have like my whole room to myself. Oh, that would be really cool. But then I started thinking of like how quiet it might be just to like be alone in my room all the time. So then I started thinking, well, of course they're going to find a replacement for my roommate. This is Israel we're talking about. They're going to try to fill up this place as much as possible, because I don't know if I said this in one of my older videos. When you pay for the dorms, you pay upfront. So if you get kicked out or you drop out of school or you leave the dorms for any reason, you don't get your money back. You have to pay for the whole year, even if you leave after first semester. Except if you get engaged. Because they're not getting any money out of my roommate for the rest of the year, they have another 6 months an opportunity to make some money. So knowing how Israel works, they're going to try to fill up this room as much as possible. And it's also very likely that there's like a waiting list for spaces in the dorm. So yeah, I'll probably will end up having a roommate. So then for a second, I was a little bit worried about what's going to happen with the roommate. My roommate is amazing. Like, she's really, really nice. She talks to me even though sometimes I can't express myself. She's clean and she's neat. She's rarely home, so I had a lot of privacy for a lot of the time. She doesn't care if I'm speaking English all the time. She doesn't care when I have friends over. She doesn't snore, and she doesn't stay up all night talking on the phone. She doesn't forbid me from talking on the phone. She gave me the top shelf in her cupboard for my storage. So that night, after I had this conversation with a friend, I went to sleep thinking, yeah, whatever, what'll be will be. I have another 7 weeks to think about this, so let me just concentrate on studying for my exams and ça. But apparently my subconscious didn't agree with that. So that night I had a nightmare in which an American girl who I once knew moved in with all her stuff from her house, took over the entire cupboard, asked me to remove my stuff, asked for some space in my cupboard, and like under her bed was full of stuff, under the desks, and all the extra little bit of space that I have in my room was covered in her stuff. And when I asked her, just please could you keep it neat, she's like, neat, what's the point? I wonder what Freud would have to say about this. But anyways, during my waking hours, it doesn't bother me too much. Whatever will happen is going to happen, and I probably have absolutely no say in the matter, and I'll just have to deal with it. So, until next week. Oh, this old thing? I know I always get compliments when I wear it.